I bet you weren't expecting that, were ya? I want to shut this off, but I can't. Go check those guys out. Awesome, awesome stuff. Hey, I haven't talked to everyone in a while. I had to pause. Caius. Cool man. I haven't talked to everyone in a while. This is Rodger during Groovus. I hope everybody is enjoying the holiday, and I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I hope you had a Thanksgiving. And welcome to this odd video diary #1. So guys, let me click over here to the Dungeon Crusade page on Facebook. I'll put links here. It has been a long time coming, but I'm finished with Dungeon Crusade, and what I mean by that, the mechanics are all in place. It's very unorthodox, it's very not typical, and it's awesome. And I've only been leaking very small things because something like this I was advised even by other people, don't show this off until you're ready. So we're going to get to some preview art and some stuff I've been working on, but I wanted to share with you. There'll be links here that you can go to the Dungeon Crusade Facebook page and like it there. You know me, I talk on the fly, so I'm all over the place, but I'll try to be quick. Okay, so then Board Game Geek gave me the slot for Dungeon Crusade, even though it's going to be out in 2015. And you can check that out. That page is still pretty young, I guess you can say. Some of the art is up there, what stuff's going to look like. And lastly, if you really feel daring about Rodger daring, you are more than welcome. If you're a friend, join my Facebook page. Get me all rock and roll and stuff. And I post all kinds of nonsense of my dogs and guitars and rock music and Dungeon Crusade. And so you're more than welcome. Send a friend request. Okay, let's get on to this because I want to rock out to Caius some more. So I'm doing this on my computer. How odd is this? So this is a video diary that I want to start. And as it gets closer to the Kickstarter launch, Dungeon Crusade, I'm going to be doing more, showing you everything about Dungeon Crusade. And guys, when I tell you this, it is nothing like what it was before, and I don't think you've ever seen a game like Dungeon Crusade. This is just a poster I threw up. No, I didn't throw it up, but I threw it up on here, put it together. Strategy, tactics, planning, built from the ground up for solo, keyword solo, and co-op play. So I did this little poster of, I found this picture of an old church, and then I kind of, you know, animated it a bit, and I added all this stuff, so I thought it came out really neat. Okay, so let's get on with this here, and let me announce first of all that Leslie Casilli, I'll have a link for her stuff, has agreed to help me out with Dungeon Crusade, and this is her first piece of preview art. She is going to be in charge, or the lead artist, for the monsters and the heroes in Dungeon Crusade. I met Leslie a few months back, and we really hit it off, and she is incredibly talented, creative, and just has a great imagination. I might have met my match with Leslie. So this is the first piece, just to let people know what it's going to look like. And this is going to be one of the monsters. And everything like that you're seeing, like with monsters, I'm setting it in a dungeon setting. So when you're playing, you know, that's going to be the background, a lot of dungeon stuff. So I don't have this really in any particular order, so let's just go on to this. This is, now, let me explain something. This is I'm going to say this. Everything that you see right now is going to get redone for the retail release. I'm doing the best that I can on my own to bring my concept of what Dungeon Crusade is going to be. You're going to see a lot of stuff missing on the cards. The combat system I came up with is phenomenal, something I've never seen in a board game. You know, I want to be unique with this. I want to give you guys and myself something that's fresh and new and not mundane and typical. But this is a Death Knight, a level 4. And again, the combat system I'm just keeping back for right now. Just remember, though, that everything, even though this looks pretty okay and all that, that a professional artist is going to be redoing everything. And I will spare no expense to make this one of the most beautiful dungeon crawl games you've ever seen. So that's kind of like what you're going to see what's going to be in the Kickstarter. And there's a level 1 skeleton warrior preview art. I'm sorry, preview art. But this is placeholder art being shown, and this is all my design that I, you know, trying to make a snazzy looking monster card. Moving on, for the let me explain something about heroes. I think that you guys are going to like what I want, what I want to do with this. In the base game, there's going to be a warrior, an archer, a wizard, barbarian, a cleric, and a rogue. Stretch goals are going to unlock 6 more. I'll discuss later what those 6 will be. So there'll be a total of 12 heroes in the full Dungeon Crusade universe, with hopefully more to come. So, but what I'm going to be doing is there's going to be stretch goals for all of the heroes. There's going to be 12, or rather, editions of Dungeon Crusade. And what I want people to do is, whoever, if this takes off and people buy like the Warrior edition or the Archer edition or the Wizard and so on, I want people to write a story about them, about like the backstory, and on the back of the hero card, it's going to have the story that you wrote for the heroes. And I said this before, that it's my game that I came up with, but I want it to be our game. You're investing in this dream of mine that I have, and you want this game, so I think it should be like a partnership. So that's something I'm going to be doing, that that there's going to be the character editions you can buy and write your own story, and it will be in the game. Here's a way new loot card that I came up with. This was probably the 7th version, and when I was making all these loot cards, I was trying to put all these like little things and adornments on it and make it look snazzy, but you know what? Sometimes less is more. Again, there's a lot of stuff missing on here. The combat system that's going to be integrated into it. I was thinking actually putting like behind these weapons maybe like a glow, like like this would have like a purple light glow behind it. So there's again a lot of stuff missing, but this is what you're going to be seeing for the preview, or the concept game of Dungeon Crusade. And moving along, the Sword of the Fallen, same thing. I might be I'm going to mess around some more with my program and maybe put like a blue hue or glow coming off of it in the back. But I think it looks kind of cool, just simple. But again, the stats will be on it towards the end. I may redesign this. This is going to be the backing of the monster cards for right now. This was probably like 5 months old, and I think I might just put like another emblem or something on that. Okay, next up, this is kind of the big one. This is my design, and again, this is one thing that I am going to spend a ton of money on, is finding, Leslie, of course, as we do in the hero and monster art, I want to find a terrain artist who can really do some awesome dungeon landscaping. This is what I did to show the game. This is a very small segment of the game world of Dungeon Crusade, but I went really nuts with the detail. I mean, cracks in the tiles, the grading. It took me about 2 months for the game world that you're going to see when you see me playing it. And again, I'm going to be playing a full game of Dungeon Crusade with a whole playthrough video, because I want people to know what they're getting into. I want to be able to answer every question about Dungeon Crusade you have, and just watch it being played. And I think that you'll agree you've never seen a game quite like Dungeon Crusade. So this is just, again, a very small snippet of what the game world will look like when you see it. And lastly, I think there's only a few more things. Again, a lot of the stats, the combat system, some other secret things I've got hidden. These are going to be the hero cards, and these measure in the real world 3 inches by 6 inches. And again, I think that the whole less is more thing. I went through 14 different versions of designing a hero card, and I really like how this stuck. I think I'm running out of time, so I gotta hurry. Archer, again, this is just placeholder art. Leslie will be redoing everything if funded. There's a barbarian card. Of course, that's gonna be their hit points, I can tell you that. And let's see, I think there's one more. I think there was one more. I guess not. Well, then it goes back to Leslie. So guys, I hope you like this. I hope it's entices you, and again, I'm going to be back with more stuff for you. And again, have a great Christmas, and I am going to be talking to you soon about Dungeon Crusade. I'm really excited. So we're going to fade out with Caius. Rock and roll.